Hi, are you worried like me looking at the Adobe Creative Cloud pricing and wondering how creative professionals keep paying such high subscription amounts for access to these softwares? Well, then you have clicked on the right video. Because today we will discuss what causes professionals to keep using Adobe software and what are the alternative tools out there that you can use as a creator to avoid paying massive annual subscription fee to Adobe. Hi, I'm Altaf and this is your Tech Takeaway. As always, there are chapters in the video, and if you wish to directly jump up to the recommended alternative, then please feel free to do that. Adobe has created the Creative Cloud sign-up, for which they provide a bundle of their softwares for $599 in US, and in India for 47,000 rupees per year. Now, Adobe Creative Cloud comes with many apps that I really doubt any individuals will ever use. A creative agency might benefit from getting all these apps together. So let me pick individually some of these apps. Adobe Premier Pro for $19,000 or $239, Adobe After Effects for $19,000 again or $239, Adobe Audition again for $19,000 or $239, and finally Adobe Photoshop and Lightroom pack of 9,500 rupees or $119. So that's a total of 67,000 rupees or $836? So individually selecting apps was an extremely bad idea. I guess we should just stick to our previous pack of $599 or 47,000 rupees. Now, how can we still avoid paying these subscription charges and what are the alternatives instead of them? Let's break them down into same 4 categories and then we'll go into our alternative recommendations. For video editing, instead of paying Adobe Premiere Pro $239 annually, use my number 1 recommended software, Vinci Resolve. And the cost of using Vinci Resolve is free. Yes, you heard me right. It stuns me even today when I work on it that this software is for free. By the way, subscribe to the channel to understand why DaVinci kind of a powerful software is actually for free. It has the best timeline editing experience, simply awesome color grading options which are also used by professional colorists for full-length movies, extremely well optimized for Intel processors and Apple Silicon. There is a paid version as well which will further unlock advanced features. But trust me, in over 4 years of using DaVinci Resolve, I have never felt the need to pay for that. DaVinci Resolve will take time for new users to learn it, as it offers so many features one can easily get lost. So another option for entry-level creators could be iMovie if you're on macOS or VSDC if you're using Windows. Now coming to alternatives for After Effects. Okay, let me first tell you, there is practically no alternative to After Effects because it is an absolutely amazing piece of software. The kind of things that you can do on it, the physics that it has inbuilt is just simply unbelievable. But it has so many features that as a beginner video editor, I might not really need all of them. Most beginners will need text animation, masking, tracking, and basic object effects. So what is a free or a cheaper alternative to that? Well, you can use Hitfilm Express for motion tracking, lighting effects, or a bit of a VFX, and all again for free. Again, there is a full version for Hitfilm, but the Express version will take care of your work enough and more. You can also use Blender, which is possibly the most advanced VFX and animation software out there, which is absolutely for free. But Blender has a huge learning curve, and many creative professionals may find it too hard to adapt to. On the other hand, if you're going to use DaVinci Resolve, you can use Fusion. Fusion comes built in DaVinci Resolve and is again for free. One may find the concept of nodes a bit complicated, but once you get it, it's very easy to manage. You can create text animations, do object tracking, and many other things in Fusion itself. I did learn it and used it for a few of my videos.
Well, good morning. I am Tim from Apple. How do you know that? Because it's all white. And thank you for joining with us today morning.
And I am very sure there is a huge learning curve for me to overcome. Billy Ripka on YouTube runs an amazing channel to learn everything about DaVinci Resolve and has made it very easy. And if you're only focused on text animation, then you can even just use PowerPoint or Keynote animations and export them as a video file in your editing application. I have personally done this for many videos of mine. Now coming to the third category, audio. It actually surprises me as a creator that people use paid Adobe Audition software when they can use absolutely free softwares like Audacity. All audio that you hear on my channel passes through Audacity and then gets added onto the timeline. Audacity is very intuitive and easy. Plus, there are tons of tutorial videos online which will help you learn it very quickly. Coming to a fourth category now, creatives and Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is one of the most popular applications when it comes to creativity on the planet. So much so that even Steve Jobs once said,
You know, Adobe. Do you know how many copies of a Photoshop Adobe ships every month? Bazillions! That's the foundation of Adobe, is Photoshop.
so what will be a worthy replacement for Photoshop? You can begin with Photopea, which is a free browser-based web solution of working on Photoshop layered style of creative work. Or invest one-time 5,000 rupees for a lifetime license to Affinity Photos. Affinity Photo is a desktop-based application which has a very similar looking UI but does not have all the features of Photoshop. But for a beginner and even intermediate level, this will be more than enough. Both Photopea and Affinity Photos will allow you to operate on the .psd file natively. And lastly, on your photo corrections and stuff. Adobe Lightroom again is an absolute comfort to work with, hence many creators prefer to use it. But if you wish to go for something without a subscription model, then you can use Luminar Ai for a one-time license of Rs 3,000. Or if you're using a Mac, you can simply use the inbuilt photo app, which has enough and more tweaks to make your pictures come to life. So totaling up all the other alternatives combined, you will spend 8,333 rupees or roughly $115 in comparison to $599 for an entire Adobe Creative Suite. And at this point, let me remind you, the $599 will be a yearly fee, while as on the right hand side, this is one-time license. Boy, those were the days where you could pay for a software and it is yours forever. So answering the prior question, knowing all of this, why do creators still pay Adobe this exorbitant fee on a yearly basis? Let's take a scenario. Let's assume I was Peter McKinnon. God, I wish I was Peter McKinnon. But if I was and shooting a commercial for a car company, after completing the edit, I would have to share the copy of the open file with this car company. Now that car company will only accept the open file for the video edit in a standard universal format, and Adobe universally is accepted as a standard as of now. Right from .psd for Photoshop or .prproj for Premiere Pro or .ai for Adobe Illustrator, these universal standards and comfort with the applications so that they can do things faster are the two simple reasons why pro users still pay Adobe this particular money. But independent creators should stay away from it as much as possible and take their creative energy to applications which will work well for them with the least amount of money. Well, I hope this was informative and helpful to you. Do subscribe to the channel for a video on Luminar AI soon so you can make an informed choice before buying into it. I'll see you in the next one.